Tropical rainforests.
The tropical rainforest is a forest of tall trees in a region of year-round warmth. These forests take up 7% of Earth's surface and contain 50% of Earth's species. This biome belongs to the tropical wet climate group.
The tropical rainforest is a very biodiverse biome. When comparing number of species along a latitudinal gradient, there is a trend of increasing species towards the equator. Tropical species exhibit highly specialized ecological roles. Many different animals are active during the day and the night. The tropical rainforest has a high year-round productivity. Unlike the tundra, these species lack of the need to adapt to harsh environment conditions.
The tropical rainforest is similar to the ocean biome due to the fact that it has many species that are still unknown to scientists. Abiotic factors of the tropical rainforest include soil, sunlight, rain, and location.
Though the soil in this area has poor nutrients and is scattered with rocks, it keeps the trees well rooted and secure.
Due to rainforest close proximity with the equator, it gives it a direct hit from sunlight, which gives plants much needed nutrients.
The warm air of this biome holds a lot of water vapor. When this warm air meets cooler air, it forms condensation, forming many clouds, allowing plenty of rainfall. This balance of precipitation and warm sunlight provides a perfect climate for trees and plants to grow.
At the equator, the constant delivery of solar energy provides temperature stability that creates an ideal environment for all sorts of species.
Tropical rainforests are full of life with approximately 15 million different species of plants and animals. Some biotic factors of the tropical rainforest include trees, hummingbirds, and bats.
These well-watered trees grow so large that they create layers of canopies that block out much sunlight and rain.
Hummingbirds are biotic factors of the tropical rainforest because of the fact that they spread and pollinate many different species of flowering plants.
These fruit bats eat many different types of fruits throughout the canopies of the trees. As they eat these fruits, they fly around and spread the seeds with their droppings. Major limiting factors.
A density-dependent factor affects the population size positively or negatively because of the size of that population. Examples of density-dependent factors include predators hunting on a specific prey in an area due to increase in population, amounts of food resources, and availability of shelter.
A density-independent factor affects a population no matter its size. Examples of a density-independent factor include human activity and natural disasters. Adaptations.
Monkeys and apes have developed long arms to swing in canopies of trees. Some species have become nocturnal to escape day predators. They have also formed large eyes which allow more light in to aid in seeking at the night. In warmer climates, birds are found with larger and stronger beaks which help them crack open hard nuts and seeds that are found in these forests. They have also developed colors to blend in with these bright plants of the rainforest.
The jaguar's beautiful fur, his ability to climb trees, swim, and be stealthy all help him acquire prey both on land, water, and in the canopies of the jungle. The horned frog has developed a body that blends in with piles of leaves. With its perfect colorings of brown and green, it can stealthily hunt its prey as well as stay safe from predators. Like most of the other animals' adaptations, the boa constrictor also has developed a skin to blend in with its surroundings. This, like the other animals, helps it catch its prey and stay safe from predators.
Tropical forest trees do not need thick bark to slow down moisture loss due to the hot and wet weather. Instead, it has thin, smooth bark. Many large trees have adopted huge ridges called buttresses. These buttresses are about 10 to 12 meters near the base where they join the trunk. They increase the surface area of a tree so it can breathe in more carbon dioxide and breathe out more oxygen. Some have above-ground roots called props or stilts, which give them extra support. Leaves in this biome have adapted to deal with large amounts of rain. They are big, thick, and waxy with drip tips to let the rain drain off quickly. There are many different types of carnivorous plants in the tropical rainforest. Most are cavity-filled with either sweet or terrible-smelling nectar attracting insects. The insides are steep and lined with downward-pointing hairs. The insects enter and lose their footing or are prevented from leaving because of the hairs. This is how they attract all of their prey.
Throughout the years, flowering plants have adapted to growing on trees instead of in the soil. They have learned to get their food from air and water. Lianas, which are woody vines that drape through the rainforest, have adapted by having their roots in the ground and climb high into the trees' canopies to reach available sunlight. This food web shows the flow of energy from animal to animal throughout the rainforest.
Predator-prey relationship. Anacondas can grow up to 29 feet long and weigh over 550 pounds. However, they don't attack on land. Instead, they attack in shallow waters. Capybaras are the world's largest rodents that grow up to 4.3 feet long and weigh up to 140 pounds. They are semi-aquatic animals that eat aquatic plants in shallow waters. This makes them the perfect prey for anacondas. Anacondas have heat-sensitive glands on the top of their heads. They track the unexpected capybara, strike forward, crush, and then eat.
Interspecific competition is a form of competition in which individuals of different species fight for the same resource. An example of this would be the parrots and the macaws relationship, where they fight for the best shelter and food. Intraspecific competition is a form of competition where two species compete for a resource within an ecosystem. For example, different species of lizards compete for different breeding grounds and also for different types of foods throughout an ecosystem.
Symbiotic relationship. The Brazil nut tree and the agoutis are a great example of symbiotic relationship. These trees are found throughout the rainforest, and their nuts are a great food for the agoutis. Once the nuts of the Brazil nut tree fall, the agoutis use their strong teeth to eat them. Once they are finished, they spread the nuts throughout the rainforest. This breeds the agoutis and spread the next generation of Brazil nut trees.
The energy pyramid. The primary producers of the energy pyramid include cyanobacteria, algae, moss, plants, and trees.
The primary consumers include grasshoppers, insects, squirrels, frogs, fish, possums, chimpanzees, monkeys, and birds.
Secondary consumers include snakes, crocodiles, tigers, jaguars, panthers, leopards, owls, and eagles.
Tertiary consumers consist of hawks, owls, foxes, and tigers.
Net primary productivity is the production of organic compounds from atmospheric or aquatic carbon dioxide. The net primary productivity of the rainforest is 2,200, way above many of the other rainforests of the world.
The carbon cycle is the circulation of carbon atoms in the biosphere as a result of photosynthetic conversion of carbon dioxide into complex organic compounds by plants. A process that happens every day in the rainforest is the water cycle. The water cycle is a cycle of processes by which water circulates between the Earth's oceans, atmosphere, and land involving precipitation.
The rainforest has two main season cycles, the wet season and the dry season. During the wet season, most of the rainforests will flood. And during the very brief dry season, the rainforest can sometimes have a shortage of water, but that's usually uncommon.
In the case of a natural disaster, such as a typhoon, the tropical rainforest would rebuild from the bottom up. First, the plants would grow back. Then, small insects such as grasshoppers. Eventually, small animals consisting of squirrels, monkeys, and birds would all make their way back as well. Followed then would be snakes, jaguars, panthers, leopards, and the rest of the population.
Humans are having a major impact on the ecosystems of rainforests throughout the world due to deforestation. They are destroying many habitats throughout the world. This is ruining most of our major forests. There are only so many rainforests in the world, and we need to keep them safe. We need to stop deforestation. If we don't
The
stop
end.
deforestation today, many different species